smartbrief.com commented on their website today that, and I quote, digital marketing is necessary and essential to the success of small businesses in today's highly digital and competitive landscape, especially when you consider that more than half of all web traffic comes from mobile devices. It is definitely a timely talk, I must say. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Waran, and thank you so much. Welcome to the Waran Shanmugam Show. June 16 is the date today, and it is definitely a digital Wednesday, I must say. Yeah? This show presents to you inspiring individuals, as you have been watching every Wednesdays. We have got women from different parts of the world, different ethnicity coming by, sharing their inspiring stories. Why? Because this is what we want to do. We want to make sure that their stories somehow gets inspired by someone out there. It may be you, it may be your friends, it can be anyone. But understand this, how much life is worth living. Wherever or whoever you may be, there is definitely hope, I must say. So keep your faith going, yeah? I also asked for some help last week for some families who needs help with basic groceries, if you could remember. And I want to thank those good Samaritans out there who actually came about, transferred amount just to make sure that I can help these families. We have collected half of it. We have got another half more to go. So if you have got something that you want to share, or if you can contribute in any ways possible, we will share the account number later. There are 70 more families who really need this basic aid, I must say. These are all people who are lorry drivers, who are taxi drivers, who are on daily wages. They really, really need help. Your contribution will definitely help them. So now, let's not waste any more time. I would like to bring in our guest for today into the studio, welcoming digital marketing guru, none other than Wenda Chan. Hi there, Wenda.
Hello, hi Warren. Thank you for inviting me here.
You're
Hi
most
everyone.
welcome. You see,
Have a-
before you could say hi, there are so many viewers already saying hi, Wenda.
I'm glad that to see everyone here.
Wenda, I
Yeah.
must say, and I want to tell the rest of the people there, yeah, remember, I am a living testimony, yeah, and I say that because I went through Wenda Chan's training a couple of months back before the MCO, and after that, I've been doing a couple of digital work, social media work, but once I went to this 5 days course with Wenda, my God, everything got transformed. I am now a newbie, and I've got so much of knowledge and doing things which I have never thought of. So, Wenda, thank you so much for transforming my life, I must say.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I love to share digital skills, right? So that's what I'm doing now. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I know that, and that's why I wrote that. You see, you have got this good heart, you see, whereby when you share, you don't only share whatever that you're supposed to share, but you share the whole package. And all your students, right, my classmates during that time, we are still connected, and guess what, every other day we still speak about you. So thank you, Cecilia, thank you so much.
Well, it's a good thing about me, right?
And
always, my
of
student
course.
always would say that I always make their brain very full. Then they will always say, "Cikgu sudah penuh, sudah penuh." So
And
much
that's
full.
all. That's important.
Yeah.
Yeah, sudah penuh bagus, so that you can use anything. All right, so let's get into this couple of questions that I have. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this is to inspire those ladies out there, those people out there, and therefore I bring in women from different parts of the world, different ethnicity, different level, just to make sure that you too have got your own story. And I want you to tell your story so that many people out there could be inspired. And this time around, it is about digital marketing. But before I could go into digital marketing, let's share a little bit about yourself, your childhood, Venda, and also your upbringing as a teenager. Could you share a little bit?
Okay. I was born in Kota Baru, so I'm actually a Kelantanese. right? So my family moved to Kuantan when I was standard two, okay? So primary school. So in fact, most of the time I was staying in Kuantan. And yeah, it's still a East Coast girl, right? And I think way back there, you can see my age. I'm not young, okay? So way back in East Coast, what the difficulty we find that we don't have the luxury like KL people. You have a lot of colleges and uni, all right. Uh, in Kuantan, it's very difficult to find a reputable college or uni at that time, at my time, right? So when I completed my Form 6, my father have a stroke and become paralyzed. And I couldn't further my study at that time. So I had to work. So I went to a hotel to work. I still remember my first job is a restaurant cashier. So I'm just, um, like hoteliers, right? So and sometimes I work very hard, and I also do a lot of like hostess, waitress, you can tell whatever. So I do a lot of part-time jobs, side hustle, because my family is tough at that time. And after a while, the hotel is this hotel I'm working is called Hyatt Regency. So I know in Guangzhou, right? So after a while, the hotel think that I'm good. Probably let me try to do some business. I mean, like they want to expand the business is the antique shop. So if you go to Hyatt Guangzhou, right, you will still see the antique shop there. So I'm the first person who brought that antique shop up and doing all like a tauke opening shop, right? And I faced with all the antiques, and I spent a lot of time telling stories in order to sell the antiques. It's a lot of stories. So from there I know, story sells. You take anything, just a sculpture, or just like a while. Sometimes you see that thing is like, hey, what is this? What is this sculpture for? What is this statue for? Got people want to buy the statue. Like I sold a lot of things. Like my monthly sales, I think, can go up to 100K at that time. So it is
Wow.
very, very surprising. So that said, story sell is from those days until now. Okay, and back to my story again. Then I think it's like it's not a good thing to keep doing this type of job because I don't know the story I told is it right or not. It's like BS a lot, right? Salespeople. So I was like, then I found a job. I find a job in a multinational company, which is Nestle. So I was in Nestle Kuantan at the time, and when I joined that, and I still remember my boss telling me, "Okay, Wenda, you are just after Form 6, you don't know any shorthand, you don't know any like secretary skill. I would just test you first and see what are you doing." So when I joined that, I'm like, oh my god, I need to go and learn that all this thing, right? So it became my behavior. I try to find night school to pick up some secretarial skills. And when I was in Nestle, and I still remember the company bought a new computer, okay, there, and nobody is there to touch the computer. So I was the one that, okay, try the computer, right? And I can stay back until very late in the office to learn computer on my own. And after a while, right, um, they call me Miss Excel because I learned so much on the Microsoft Office, the Excel, everything on my own. Like I can train everyone there. Then they transfer me to KL. So they transfer me to KL. They upgrade my position, so I become like a supervisory level, right? Then I come to KL. Then from there, I think I need to further my study. So I go and do like advanced diploma in IT. So because I love so much computer, so that's how I pick up my skill, right? So I love so much all the technical things, and then I go and attend a lot of school and classes until I completed my master degree in IT, all by part time. So while I'm working in Nestle, then uh, I attend a lot of night school, and and I think my colleague is day in day out seeing me. It's like, why you non-stop study one? Are you sick of collecting? You don't sick of collecting degree and diplomas, is it? And they give me a nickname that I have a hobby collecting diplomas and degrees. Yeah. So after that, after I completed my degree, yeah, but it take a lot of effort, you know. I don't have weekend. I spend a lot of nights, you know, study all these things. And beside my day job, right? I still need to do my day job. And I was after that they transferred me to IT department. So it's like it's just nice for me. I was in IT department. I completed my master degree in IT, and the company said they want to build website, so they need someone to take care of this website thing. And then they think like, okay, probably Wenda, you can go and do that. Okay. So I was starting to involve in website creation way back in year 1999 and year 2000. Remember how long ago is that, right? Yeah. And so I start doing digital marketing. So after that, after a few years in IT department, they start to realize that um, IT this kind of skill should be going to marketing instead of in IT. So that's why they transfer me to marketing department. So when I first joined marketing department, I still remember like everyone looking at me like I'm a nerd because from IT, right? So and when during the meeting when I talk to them, they were like, Wenda, can you speak English or not? Because it's all the IT lingo. So from there, I adapt myself to marketing. And starting, I'm the first person who actually doing digital marketing in Nestle. So I have all the luxury in exploring new things. So Nestle is a multinational company that they have by all means, okay, I can start doing a lot of things. Like I was thinking like, okay, first we build all the website, and then I start doing the SEO, and I start doing Google, a lot of Google things at the time, and we start doing and Facebook. We start Facebook in way back in 2007, so it's very very early. So I was doing Facebook ads from then, involving in Facebook, and way back in 2007 2008. So at that time I have a lot of pages to take care. I remember all the you name all the Nestle brands, Milo, Nescafe, Maggie, Kit Kat, you know. And have I have to settle all the digital campaign. So it's like it's so norm for me, right? Doing digital at that time, and I so in love with it, you know. It's like I don't see that as a job. I see that as something very fun. Yeah.
I think that's very important what you have just said, you know, Wenda. You don't look at it as a job, but rather something very passionate, like a hobby, you know, something that is more fun, so that you can actually engage to it and the time just flies off. Now, your story has got a lot of ups and downs here, Wenda. It's interesting how it's not smooth sailing. You were working in a hotel, and then you were selling antiques, yeah, so that's amazing. But look at you, there's so much that you have accomplished, and this is definitely an inspiring story to the many out there. That it's not about you coming straight away, becoming whoever you are, having everything that you want, but there is a lot of hard work that is at the very beginning that you must do. Only then you can see the fruits. Now, I want to go and ask you this question: what do you really do now, Wenda?
I'm a trainer. So I also a consultant. So I help companies in their digital marketing. So as a consultant, there's many. I have a few companies who work with me very closely. So my role is to advise them what they need to do for their digital strategy, conduct training for their staff, or even helping them to execute some digital campaign. But besides that, most of my time actually conducting training. So every month I have conducting a lot of trainings. Nowadays it's mostly online. Like today I just finished my class with Singapore. So I'm helping Singapore government. There's a Singapore government project that they started since last year to help their SME in F&B industry to revive because of this pandemic. So so that's why every month I will have training for them. Uh, I think easily until now I have trained like over 100 restaurants. So I'm very familiar with restaurant business now for digital. Yeah, and I enjoy food. Okay, you can see how bubbly am I, right? So I enjoy food.
So pretty much whichever restaurant that you go to, people know you lah.
In Singapore, I can't go. So I always create a joke with my husband. I say, okay, the next round we got to visit Singapore. Definitely, we don't have to worry about food. Okay.
Definitely, definitely. Now, you spoke about digital marketing, and I want you to explain this to our viewers for the sake of them to understand. What does it mean, digital marketing?
Digital marketing is very vast, very it's a very big areas. Anything that use digital media will fall under digital marketing. And one person cannot be expert in everything. So we always see like if you are good in certain thing, you master it, right? But you cannot be one person that have to know everything about digital marketing. So let's say if you want to do digital marketing, you need to know first which one is will help you in your business, or which one you think is easy for you to start, lower hanging fruit for you, is for you to hands on. Okay. For me, I'm a good in social media marketing because I start in doing a lot of Facebook marketing trainings, Instagram, LinkedIn. That's my forte. I might not be very expert in Google, right? But somehow, as a digital marketer, I know Google as well. So I do SEO. I do Google and YouTube ads as well. But I don't really conduct training deeply in that field. Okay, my training surrounding it could be all the digital marketing. I know how to do email marketing, but I didn't really go into very deep in like when we want to do email marketing, you might need to configure the whole server so that your email don't go inside the spam. Uh,
Yeah, those are
I didn't go into
more
that deep, more technical thing. But I have a very high interest in everything. Like it's like every time when I think of it, like last year, I was just wondering how is these people doing drop shipping, getting things from China and sell it on Shopee? How is it they feel, right? And I go and open 10 shop. I went and opened 10 Shopee shop, and start taking things from China and sell and go attend China people's class and learn all these kind of things, right? It's not that I want to make money out of it. So people asking why are you doing that? I say no, I'm not going to make money doing this. I just want to experience this. I want to know what is that. Once I experience it for a few months, then I can decide who is suitable in this. So when I conduct training, I'll be able to tell you if you want to do this, what will you be expecting? Okay, that's what I like to do. So I will experience a lot of things. And after I experience, so normally in my training, I like to share my experience. It's not, I don't like to do something that I learned theoretically and I come and do my training. I think it's not work that way. I must try, I must fail, I must do some silly things. Then, yeah, then I can share. Yeah, did I answer
Yeah,
you?
exactly. And you said it very right. Yeah, high. Yes, yes, you did. You know, Vanda, you said that you have got high interest in many things. Yes, and I, for one, have watched it firsthand. Yeah, during your sessions, you spoke about everything, pretty much every single thing, and and there's nothing that can pass you because everything you know simply because, and you shared that also during our class, that you experience it, you expose yourself. Once you know the stuff, then you move on. Because why? When you want to teach, you need to know the whole lot and not just one small part of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Now, coming back to the next question, optimize. Sorry, go ahead.
I know I can't hear you. Just now you are like frozen a little bit. Hello.
Optimizing digital marketing, title of our show. Can you see?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Yeah, optimizing digital marketing. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's the title of our show, right? So
Mhm.
tell us, what does that actually mean personally to you, and how do we actually optimize digital marketing, Brenda?
Okay. Normally, when you talk about optimizing, we go into to me first hand where I think optimize is optimize my ad buy. You know. So normally when in my class when you say optimizing, so I say you optimize your Facebook ads. You know, how you can use certain skills to lower down the cost. So if you say optimizing the whole digital marketing, what I would think is to relook at your digital marketing in the office because or in your company because a lot of at the time when I look at my students, what are they doing, and I look at the digital structure, they are doing it wrong. So, example, when you run Facebook ads without knowing the concept, without knowing what is it, what is the algorithm, everything is equivalent like you are throwing the money in the sea. You're just wasting your money. Right? It's because a lot of people they are like, hey, you know, Facebook ads, and I just click the boost post button, that's it done. You don't know yet. You are actually throwing your money away, and it happens you know, one glance, you just show me a Facebook page, I can point out to you, right, whether this page is working or not working. Because from one glance, we will know that you are doing it right or doing it wrong. Yeah. So that's why when
That's
you
nice.
say you
That's nice.
optimize,
So
right?
can everyone? So can
Hello.
everyone participate in digital marketing, Venda?
Of course, as long as they have the interest. But I think I want to
Okay.
give an advice,
Okay.
right?
And
At
and
this
and
at this point of time, during the pandemic time, you will see that the need for digital marketing is even pressing, right? So I would think that even though you don't like digital marketing, you somehow have to embrace it and and try a little bit, but don't force yourself to become a digital marketer.
so that's very important, yeah. Whether you like it, you don't like it, try to embrace digital marketing because that's the way forward. So, if someone wants to learn this, right, what are the platforms or courses available out there so that they can become a little bit better?
Mm, okay, my style of learning, right? My style of learning is um, when I want to do something and I can't do it, the first thing I will ask is Google. And if I want to know, right, how it's been done, then I ask YouTube. I just use this, you know, I didn't really attend any digital marketing class, right? And I normally will keep doing. try and error. It doesn't matter. It's like way back in 2003 and 2004, I was trying Google Ads. I don't know anything. I just put my credit card in and just let it run and see what happens. Right? And I still remember in year 2006, I actually started an eBay store and I sell a lot of things on eBay. I was selling the whole year on eBay, right? Doing e-commerce. So it's like I started e-commerce way back, long time ago, right? Because of the interest, and from there I learned a lot on e-commerce as well. That is like what? How many years back is it? Is it 15 years back?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know that what I sell at the time, I sold a lot of Causeway products. You know the Causeway?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why I sell Causeway products? Because there is a Causeway shop everywhere. And I just take all the picture of the Causeway product and put on my eBay store so that I don't have to stock up. And I sell it to American so that I can make US dollar. Imagine the currency, right? Yeah.
No, those are ideas. You see, you said it well, and you need to really think differently so that you are able to do things differently. And it's very nice what you said. Yeah, Google is your best teacher. YouTube is definitely your best teacher too. And I have got some messages here. Yeah, a lot of people are saying hi to you, and also Roxanne said this exactly. Google is the best teacher. Yes, Google is the best teacher. So you really do not need to go for a course per se, but YouTube and Google itself, if you want to really delve into it, you go into it and you can learn so many things. And I like your ideas, Venda. It's very, this is what I call out of the box. Yeah, you really think very differently, I must say. Yeah, and I want to ask you this: digital marketing. Do you at any point of time felt that you are a woman and you cannot do this because it's a man thing?
I have
Share with
never
us,
crossed
Venda.
my mind. I have never crossed my mind that digital marketing is a man thing. How did it link to the man thing? Because I have so many men come and learn from me. Right. It's like, yeah. And there's a lot of women in digital marketing.
Exactly. So,
Yeah, a lot. As long as you have passion.
yeah. So now it's not so much a male world, I would say. It's not a male thing. It's not a man thing because a lot of women nowadays are into digital marketing. A lot of courses that you go to, you see a lot of female, a lot of women out there who really wants to learn, and they do very well indeed.
Yes. A lot of them, especially, it depends on what you want to start. Let's say tonight after you hear this, you want to start something, but you don't know where to start, right? You can just think like, can I
Yeah.
sell something on Shopee? I just give you, can I sell something on Shopee? How is it? Then you go and find out how to open a Shopee store. And Shopee give a lot of free courses, classes, right? And from there, you make a lot of mistakes. Then you learn. But I was just thinking like, why a lot of people still need to attend class? It's because they don't know what they don't know, right? Yeah, then how do they search? Unlike me, because I was started very, very early, so I'm an early adopter. So I have made way too many mistakes until I know what is that. I have, talk about Facebook ads, right? I have easily have nearly 100 Facebook ads account get disabled.
Mm.
I have a few Facebook profiles get banned. It's like, to me, it's a norm thing, It's like, okay, after a while you get email, because too much trial and error we are trying to do, and we just test the water and see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's important. Yeah. So I've got a message from Kimberly here, Penang. Yeah, she's
Mm.
asking, Venda, how can I become like you? Wow, how can I become like you? Is what Kimberly from Penang asking. Venda.
Oh, okay. I love learning. Okay. Uh, I don't watch TV and Netflix. I stopped watching TV. I think 15 years ago. I never watched any TV. You don't ask me any series I don't know. Right? Um, and yeah, and no Netflix, nothing. I only what I do in a day of a digital master's life. I wake up and after I take my breakfast and do everything, I will sit in front of my computer and start either working or start learning. So if I'm not conducting training, then I get myself to be trained. And I love attend training, Uh, when the time is good at the time, I love attend seminars. So they actually call me a seminar junkie. And I attend from a seminar to a seminar. I enjoy that very much. It's because uh, I can make a lot of friends. And when you attend classes and seminars, you make friends with people that also have that passion to learn. And it's a very, very positive energy. Okay. So I always like to do that.
All right, good. Now, there is a Miss Lim from Saramban. She's asking this question. I'm in the late 70s. Is it too late for me to learn digital marketing, Venda?
No, it's never too late to learn anything at any age. Yeah, like I went to China in 2019 to learn uh to learn to be a great public speaker. So it's always like I didn't do like I just feel like I want to learn that. So I went there and actually it's a very fun thing. Um, they made me to walk around the China street to go and give my speech in the middle of the road. Yeah.
My
So
God.
so that's how and trade. And do you know that? Okay, I want to share with you all one story which I heard of it. Like it's a very very inspiring story. So there's a story. This is a real story in China, and that woman is still alive. So this woman is already 85 years old, I think, or 80, 83 or 80, 80 something, right? She's 80 something now. She's one of the richest women, one of very, very rich women in China. And she owned a lot of properties and a big business woman. So way back, many years back, when she was young that time, she was also a very prominent businesswoman, and she actually have earned making a lot of money. Okay, so she made a lot of money. She then bought a lot of those luxury cars, and she tried to avoid tax. And somehow, I don't know why she avoid tax. Business woman at the time, right? So that time she said she was like 50 something, 52 or 53 like that. And she was caught by the government. And their government is very strict one. When you avoid tax, right? And the government put her in the jail, death sentence,
Oh gosh.
right? She got a daughter of, at the time her daughter is still very young. I think her daughter is teenagers, right? Government forfeited all her belongings, and her daughter have no choice, have to go and stay with a relative, and her husband ran away with another woman,
Oh,
with
God.
with their babysitters actually. The husband ran away with their babysitters. Okay, so the daughter nobody take care and passed to a relative. So while she was in the jail, she appealed so that she don't get a death sentence, right? Or not to be prison the whole lifetime. And so her daughter don't know about this. Her daughter think that the mom is coming out, right? So at one day, when her daughter, I think the daughter is talking to people, or like like teenagers, they have some emotion, and the relative is scolding her, like, you say, you think your mom is coming out, your mom is going to be die in prison. And then the daughter go and find out about the mom and know about this, and the daughter went to commit suicide at the age of 15 years old. And she doesn't know she's in the prison, right? She was in the prison, and she received the news that her daughter has committed suicide, and there's nobody in the world for her then. And the daughter wrote a letter for her and say, "Mom, so sorry I have to go first. However, I hope you can come out and help women like you." Okay, so she was in the jail for many, many years, from 50 over years old until she was being released because of the good behavior at 70. I think she was released at 72. So when she's out from the jail, she has nothing, no money at all, no relative, nothing. And the government found her a job to clean the toilet at 72 years old. So she's doing that job to clean toilet for 3 years. And she put a lot of passion in her job in cleaning toilet. So her toilet apparently is the best in the state. Like whenever everybody who walk inside the toilet will smell very good, like fragrance. She actually took her money to buy some cologne to spray the toilet. So after that, she was working her way up, starting business, and open old folks home, because she remember her daughter say she need to help women like her who left with nothing, who has no, who need help. So she opened an old folks home to help old people. Until today, she's already 80 something. She's a multi-millionaire that own many old folks homes. See, 70 over years old, released from a jail with nobody, cleaning toilets, and can
Right.
become a multi-millionaire. I mean, the
Exactly.
story actually inspired me a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. It's an amazing story. Yes. See how no matter what happens in your life, wherever you are in your life, however old you may be, you cannot stop, stand still, and wait. Life have to go on. Therefore, you need to move. And yes, Muslim, like what Venda said, you have got all the things that you can do. Age is never a limit. Yeah. So I have got Imelda here. Kiran says, "Good evening to you."
Hi, Kiran.
We have got Imelda Simon says, "Everybody, every day we learn something." Yes, you are right. We have got Hitel says, "Constant learning is so vital for a trainer." Totally agree with you, Venda. Then we have got Sheila says, "Very good info. All the best, Venda." And Rajwin says, "You are inspiring, Venda. Good sharing." Lim with him says, "It's so true. Learning is a lifelong process. Never stop learning." And Hitel is saying this: "I am having goosebumps listening to your story. What an inspiration story. Thanks for sharing it, Venda." Imelda also says, "Oh my," and at times we say we are too late for starting something. Yes, you're right. And Tajwinder says, "A very inspiring story." So amazing story how you have shared with us, and it is really, really touching, Venda. And I want to ask you this: have you ever felt or sensed discriminated at any point of time in your life, you being a woman?
No, as a woman, I don't feel discrimination as a woman. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice to hear. That's very nice to hear. But in your lifetime, have you ever felt that you were not given the chance like how you're supposed to give? Were there any chance, any time?
Yeah, I was thinking like my time in corporate, right, is so I don't know. You see, I when I was in Nestle, everyone say that I have a great job, and my company make me believe that I'm actually a very lucky person to be there, and I should work there until I retire. In fact, I didn't, right? After I worked 25 years, I decided to resign from a good job that I'm so complacent with a lot of benefits. And you know that my husband is working the same company with me, and we went to work together. We come home together. So a very happy couple. When I threw in a resignation letter, everyone was like, are you sure, Brenda? Are you go crazy? You have sick in your mind. I was saying like, I want to try what is the life, uh, not like right now, if I day in, day out is like this, is there any different life? I would, before I resign, I just asked my husband, should I resign? Do you think I can resign? And I said, I just want to experience what happened. Then my husband was saying like, okay, since we are not very materialistic of people, we don't have a lot of debt. We don't simply travel here, travel there, spending without out of our means, right? So I think still okay. Worst case, I stay at home, like, and take care of my son. That's it, and live, more jimat cermat, right? I would say okay. So I resign, and the moment I resign, uh, and my friend say that I supposed to why don't I go and help him in his company? So he has a small digital agency, right? So I said okay. So at that time I say because I'm still thinking, and I only went to work like very part time, like 3 days a week, helping 11 to 4, enjoying the life. But after a while, I still thinking like I still resign for a very short few months because what I want to experience is a life without a boss. And I got it. The moment my life without a boss, I'm so happy. I'm the most freedom in the world. I have no KPI to answer to. I have no boss. Okay. I am my own boss. And I started to realize I can do a lot of things. Okay. So that's when I have ventured into training, exploring, and myself I attend a lot of training as well. So I attend lots of seminars. I become seminar junkies. I'm very happy, and very true enough. When I after that I realized staying in corporate really deprives a lot of my talents. If I'm in Nestle, right, I might just retire quietly like a normal corporate worker and making a very small living. Like I just realized that the one whole month I working at in corporate world, I can just make in one day. Okay. By conducting training. What's so crazy about that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you never know, you are stuck in your current comfort zone. If you dare not to step out, you don't know the world out there is so good. Whoever want to try.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
and that's important. Yeah. Venda, I could not say anything because it's so nicely put. Yeah. What you have just said. Yeah. Sitting in your cocoon, thinking that this is all the world that I have, is something that you need to rethink because there are so many things out there, and for you to let go of the best job with enough salary just to make sure that you want to feel yet another world out there that is in existence that you have never ventured before. I think you are definitely very brave of a woman. It's not about discrimination, but I think it's intimidating for the many men out there because you can do what you can do, and that's the spirit. That's the spirit that one should have. Whether you're a woman or a man, you need to remember that life out there is so different. It is worth going and checking about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. So, Venda, and I need to ask you this, yeah, for the many people outside there who are watching right now, tell us what message you have got for these people, because a lot of people are very gloomy. They are thinking that it's pandemic. I cannot do anything. My life is that's it. I cannot go to work. But they are always on the device. The phone is always with them, but then the things that they use is not what they may not be supposedly using. They can use it for more better things. What's your thought? What's your message to the many people out there, Venda?
I think many people out there, you should relook at your own talent, right? You might, because of you are busy working, and probably you are so, and probably sometimes, right, your boss or your company make you feel you are supposed to be that way. You know what I mean? Like, when you work in a company, right, you were given a job and you are given tasks, and you will be brainwashed to think you are supposed to just do good that part of job. But in fact, you have a lot of talent. You never know. You never know until you step out and do some other things. And you need to look at things always in a very positive manner. That's what I say. If you have, let's say you lost your job, if you come and tell me, I say congratulations, someone has made a decision for you. So you have nothing what you want to do. Just let me know what you want to do, right?
Very nice. Very
Yeah.
nice. Very nice. Very nice, Venda. Susan says, never try, never know.
Yes.
Bhavani says, what an enlightenment. Thank you. And Susan also says that you are blessed to have a loving husband. Yeah. Yes, indeed. You do have a loving husband.
Yeah.
Venda, thank you so very much. You have shared so many inspiring stories. Now and especially me, I have seen you the techie person, yeah, in the classroom, yeah, where you only talk about technical terms, yeah, and steps towards how to do it. But this time around here in the Waran Shanmugam show, I see yet the softer part of you, the feminine part of you, the person who really can inspire so many people out there. Guess what? From the 40-50 minutes just now, I have learned so many things. You have yet touched me big time, and so for that, thank you so very much. I have got so many messages coming by still. Sri Devanayagi says one door closes and another will open, and the list goes on. So thank you so much, Venda. I really appreciate you coming to the show.
Thank you, Warren, for inviting me, and thank you everyone for the nice. I'm really happy and hope to get to know you further one day, right?
Definitely,
Okay.
definitely. If they come into contact with you, I think their life also will be transformed. So, Venda, once again, thank you so much. So, for the people outside there, remember, a lot of people they don't know what they don't know, and that's what Venda said. Yeah, very nicely. Yeah, they don't know. You don't know what you don't know. Go look for it. Google and YouTube are your best ever teacher, your coach, your mentor. Just go on searching for whatever that you want to know. The answers are all there. The question is whether you want or you don't want to do it. And remember, no age can stop you from learning, and you are never alone. Also, nicely, Venda said, Step out from your comfort zone. You have been doing all these things for repeatedly, nothing have changed. Do something else and see what else happens. For all you know, success is just by your side. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you so much. Remember to stay safe, yeah? And we shall meet you next Wednesday, same time. Bye bye. Thank you so much, Wenda.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.